It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. What is going on, everyone? Broken Mike here, and welcome along to the channel. And welcome along to this week's episode of BUW. This is episode 247, and this is the fallout from last week's Survival Games event. Which, of course, guys, if you missed that event, then make sure to head on over and check it out. Now, on to this week's show, and we have got 10 matches for you, which will be spread across the next 4 parts, 3 of which will be championship matches. And we are going to be kicking off this week's show with the first of those 3 championship matches. It is a rematch from Survival Games. It is for the BUW Tag Team Championships, as the new champions, Keith Redfield and Ninja Soldier, known as Soldiers of Steel, defending against the former champions, Victor and Davey Joe Wolfe from the Mistah Woose family. Now, before we dive into the match action, if you guys enjoy what you see, then make sure to leave a like for Mike, leave any comments below, and do not forget to subscribe if you're new. With that said, let's dive into the match action. And we're hailing from the home of BUW, the O2 Arena in London, England. Making their way down to the ring first, representing the Mistah Woose family, Victor and Davey Joe Wolfe, the Wolverines. So here come the former BUW Tag Team Champions, invoking their rematch clause here tonight. Looking to win back the gold, just mere days after losing them. The 2's in the air from Davey Joe. Will it be 2-time tag team champions at the end of this match?
They are ready for a fight.
And their opponents, they are the new BUW Tag Team Champions, Keith Redfield and the Don of BUW, Ninja Soldier, Soldiers of Steel. So, mere days after winning the gold at Survival Games, the new champions set to defend their newly won titles against the former champions, the Wolverines. And the Soldiers of Steel have been on a hot streak, and they were rewarded with the victory at Survival Games of those tag titles.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall and is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 518 pounds. And their opponents at a combined weight of 559 pounds.
We saw an absolute belter of a tag team matchup at Survival Games. These two teams vying for the tag titles. And I suppose technically they are one win apiece over the other. So this is technically the rubber match. And also it's going to be Victor starting things off with Keith Redfield. And here we go. Whip into the corner. Backs up. Victor into the corner. Overhead. Belly to belly. Throw. And there's a tag. In comes Ninja Soldier. A running lariat from Victor. A counter from Ninja. And a swift kick from Ninja gets countered by Victor Wolfe. Turns his attention to Redfield. And Victor stomping a mud hole in Ninja. Of course, all the hard work eventually paying off for Soldiers of Steel after a pretty slow start to the year. Since the summer, of course, they've definitely turned their fortunes around. And now enjoying their first reign as tag team champions. And Victor with the 10 punches of doom, as we like to call it here. I'll whip into the corner, tag Davey Joe. And Davey Joe's going to get launched by his cousin. And Davey Joe, the muscle, the muscle of the Mr. Woose family. And Davey Joe with a diving head, but I think he got Ninja. And Keith breaks up the count. Not entirely sure Ninja would have kicked out there. Davey Joe, who was once the longest reigning United States champion before his record got broken recently. Capturing tag team gold for the first time in his time here in BUW. And driving the knees into the... Well, Davey Joe back up though. Running lariat. There's a tag to Keith Redfield. And Keith, who's... might not be a lot of size to the man, but still a very decent wrestler. Head first goes Davey Joe. Back elbow. Davey Joe turning his luck around. Tag made to Victor. And the double team from the challengers. And of course, oh great counter from Redfield. Of course, the winners will defend the tag titles at the next live event, Christmas Massacre, which will take place in a couple of weeks. And they'll be taking on, I can confirm they'll be taking on the team of Eddie Walker and King Dominator from the Night Terrors. So you've got to think the Night Terrors are watching on closely. And Redfield throwing Victor across the ring. Victor hung out to dry. There's a cover. And a kick out at one. Counter from Victor Wolfe. A shot from Redfield. Kick to the gut. And a clubbing blow to the back. And a tag to Ninja. I went for Davey Joe. He saw it coming. Oh, got him that time. Down goes Davey Joe off the ring apron. Clothesline in the corner. Victor and Ninja both on the outside. Off the ring apron goes Victor Wolfe. Ninja absolutely fired up. And Victor not going down without a fight. Able to take down Ninja. Back in the ring, I think Victor was looking to take a shot at Keith Redfield. And a cheap shot to Davey Joe. Off the ropes. A massive boot to the face. Whip into the corner. Working on the left shoulder of Victor Wolfe. Now driving the knees into the solar plexus. Oh, and Ninja putting all of his weight on the chest of Victor Wolfe. Oh, Victor, great counter. Ninja gets whipped into the corner. Back elbow from Ninja. Waist lock. Inverted DDT from Victor. Whip into the corner once more. Victor trying to rile himself up. There's a tag. Oh, full Nelson. Oh, look out here. Double power bomb from the challengers. Keith right in there, saving his partner. There's a tag back to Victor. There's the challengers probably would have ended up with the gold had Keith not intervened. Whip into the corner. Back elbow from Ninja. Off the ropes. Oh, what a right hand there from Ninja. In comes Keith Redfield. Setting Victor up on the top rope. And a kick. Ducks down. And there's a back body drop. Goes into the cover. And a save from Ninja. Oh, great agility from Keith Redfield to counter that. Inverted suplex. Into the cover again. And Victor able to kick out at 2. Whip into the corner. Oh, and a boot to the face. Not quite the haluva kick. But this is that was not a smart move for Keith to allow Victor to make the tag. Scoop slam. Whip into the corner again. Oh, look out here. Look at this power. Reverse Alabama slam. Whip into the corner again. And look at Keith go. Rapid fire rights. Counter from Davey Joe. Whip into the corner. And Keith gets launched. There's a tag, in comes Ninja. Kick to the midsection, arms hooked. Looking for the toxic shock, DDT gets countered. A whiplash effect in the corner goes Keith. Oh, there's a Superman punch. And Victor breaks up the count at 1. Oh. Ninja with a 10 beats of the Bowdrin. Down goes Victor. Oh, and Ninja. Knee to the face has busted open. Davey Joe takedown. Looking for the victorious deathlock. And Keith with a save. Not for the first time tonight. Victor back up on the ring apron. Ninja's not moved, folks. Overhead belly to belly. And Davey Joe top rope. Diving headbutt. And there could be all. And Ninja kicks out at 2 and Davey Joe cannot believe it. Whip it to the corner. Shoulder tackle. Long off the ropes. The two lock up again. Davey Joe whipped into the corner. Now Davey Joe getting those knees from Ninja. Counter from Davey Joe. On the two bump heads. Oh, crucifix. There's a tag. In comes Victor Wolfe. Oh, Victor Wolfe looking for a big move. Gets countered. Oh, what a backhand from Ninja Soldier. Tags in Keith Redfield. Victor with the counter. Keith reversing. Oh, look out here again. Another reverse Alabama slam. A break up at 1. What a match this has been. The rubber match between these two teams. Back elbow. Gut wrench suplex. Whip in the corner. Double feet to the face. Keith gets countered. A tag to Davey Joe. And there's a double team. Oh! Well, it looked like a spinning sidewalk slam from Redfield. Tag, in comes Victor. Irish whip. Waistlock back into the corner. Overhead belly to belly. Glasgow kiss. That's got to do it. Well, not will Davey Joe right there. Oh, Keith Redfield lining up. Claymore. Will that do it to retain the gold? It will. Here are your winners, and still BUW Tag Team Champions, the Soldiers of Steel. So in their first defense, it's winning the gold. The Soldiers of Steel retain against the former champions. They win the rubber match between these two teams. What another brilliant match that was. And now, next for the Soldiers of Steel, coming up in a couple of weeks' time, they will defend those titles against Eddie Walker and King Dominator. That will be a banger, no doubt. But for now, let's congratulate the Soldiers of Steel. Coming up next in what will be our first, before we take our first break of the show, we have got a women's tag team match coming your way. We have got Kathy Cross and Brittany Beth, the Iron Lassies, taking on 2/3 of the Broken Bloodline, Rosina and Evie.
The WWE Universe on their feet.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring,
Making their way down to the ring first, the team of Kathy Cross and the Powerhouse Princess, Brittany Beth. So the Iron Lass is set for action in just a few moments. And what a dangerous pairing these two are. Of course, if you watch them here in BUW as well as WCC, very effective as a unit. Although Brittany Beth has held tag team gold here in BUW, she is yet to achieve that feat with Kathy Cross.
And here they come.
Of course, they'll be looking to build on that if they can win here. And their opponents, representing the Broken Bloodline, Rosina and Evie. So here come 2/3 of the Broken Bloodline, Rosina and Evie, former women's tag team champions. Of course, we haven't seen too much of the Broken Bloodline in recent weeks. And of course, it's been a very up and down year for this group. Although they've seen a bit of success here. Rosina had a brief reign as the Women's World Champion in the summer. Now turning her attention to maybe once again capturing tag team gold down the line. So it looks like it's going to be Brittany Beth starting things off with Rosina. And here we go. This match is underway. And Brittany has Rosina up in the fireman's carry. Alley-oop bomb. Brittany overpowering Rosina in the early going, tags in Kathy Cross. Kathy had a bit of a tough start here in the BUW, but oh wait a second, there's a cover. A kick out at one, but has since found her feet here, of course capturing the UK Championship at the start of this year. Had that title for a good few months. Yes, of course, she was the second UK champion in the women's division. Oh, and look at the armbar stretch there. The arm getting some major damage there. Rosina moves out the way. A short arm clothesline. And Rosina tagging in her younger sister Evie. And Evie, who's had an incredible year herself, had some breakout moments. Was come up short in finding her first singles gold in BUW. The only member of the Broken Bloodline yet to achieve that. So I'm sure her time will eventually come. Of course, was the runner-up in this year's Women's Rumble. There's a tag. In comes Rosina. There's a double team. The former tag team champions doing fairly well against this powerhouse team of the Iron Lassies. Brittany Beth getting whipped into the corner. Oh, and Brittany with the right hand. Whipped into the corner. Nice back elbow from Rosina. The lock up. Irish whip in the corner. And the right hand. Brittany countering. Head first goes Rosina. Oh, and the shot to the knee. Oh, and there's a torture rack. Will Rosina submit? Evie makes the save. Now she could be made to pay. There's a pin here. And Rosina kicks out at 2, and Brittany can't believe it. Elbow drop to the chest. And the chop to Evie. Brittany going to take a chance to pay Suicida. Rosina gets sent across ringside, getting absolutely woman handled. Oh, and Brittany spiking Rosina. This is one-way domination. Oh, wait a second. Rosina pulling Brittany from the ring to the outside. He's got me to say. Bouncing head first off the ring apron. And there's a taunt there from Brittany to Evie. But now Rosina's back in. Short arm clothesline. Only a moment of reprieve. And Brittany sending Rosina to the outside. Now Rosina getting her head bounced off the floor. And Rosina able to counter. Oh, look out here. On the shoulders, look at the power. Piper's Pit. But she's got to get her inside the ring. Rosina going to confront Kathy. Gets a shot in. And there she goes. And the chop block. A counter from Brittany. Head first goes Rosina. And again goes Rosina. Back elbow. Whip into the corner. There's a tag. Evie in for... Maybe looking for the 1D. And that could be all she wrote. Oh, and that wasn't too far away. Very close. Crossface chicken wing into a backbreaker from Brittany. Head first goes Evie. And Evie gets launched. And a headbutt. And Brittany into the cover. Not even a 1 count. Brittany is in a state of disbelief. And by the hair goes Rosina. Oh, sorry, Evie, I do beg your pardon. And there's a tag. Oh, and there goes Rosina off the ring apron as Cross made the tag. Whip into the corner. Right hand. There's a tag to Brittany. Forearm to the face. And looking for the Iron Lass attack. And there could be all, and Rosina makes a save. And Brittany with the splash. And there's the cover, squashing Evie. And Evie didn't have a chance of getting out of that. Here are your winners, the Iron Lassies. So the Iron Lassies pick up where they left off. And that is a huge win for the Iron Lassies. And of course, moving forwards, climbing the ranks of the tag team division, I'm sure everyone has been put on notice. But anyway, folks, we are going to take our first break. But before we do, if you guys have enjoyed what you've seen so far, then please do make sure to leave a like for Mike. Leave any comments below. And of course, more importantly, guys, please do make sure you subscribe to the channel. Alright, guys, so we are still early doors on this week's show. So we've got plenty more matches still to come. 8 in total. Coming up next, though, we'll have our first bit of singles action. And it'll be from the women's division. It'll be BBD from Game and Control taking on Nona Gray, who was, of course, victorious for her team in the recent 4-on-4 survival games match. So the question is, can Nona Gray keep up her momentum? Or will BBD put some, well, you know what I'm trying to say here. Put a halt before Nona Gray picks up even more momentum. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, folks, and like I said, that'll do it for part 1. Until I see you all again, I will be back shortly with part 2. So don't you dare go anywhere, because I will see you all after this first break.